Hello and welcome to LPD with Ramat. In this video I will show you how you can create a Python script for equation of degree 2 or quadratic equation, and also this equation will solve for negative number or complex number. So if you are not familiar with complex numbers, so a complex number is a number that can be expressed in the form a plus bi, where a is the real part and bi is the imaginary part. So what we are going to do is that we are going to create quadratic equation, and so the quadratic equation has two answers, and we take three inputs first from the user, and then we solving that and we printing out the result. So first of all, so we take three inputs a, b and c, and then we solving for the square root, and then we're solving for x1 and x2. So, and we're checking also for condition if the square root is negative or if it is positive. If it is negative, so we have complex number, then we have to do some basic complex, so we are just solving that, so it's not very big deal. So let's begin and code it. So we are going to import some packages. We are going to import math and importing cmath. Then we are defining a function. I just call it for func, so you can call it what you want. And then I will take an input from user for a, so I just say enter value for a, so, and then I just take for b, doing the same, so enter a value for b, then we take for c, input, enter value for c. So that's it, three inputs. So now we solving for square root. So we say b for a c. We creating a variable first. So we say b times 2, it means b in power of 2, so minus 4 times a times c. So now I'm checking for a condition. If this value is negative, if this value is greater than 0, so if this value is positive, so b for a c, if this is greater than 0, so I just do the normal quadratic equation. So then we say square, I just creating a variable here again, and then I call math dot square t of b for a c. If this value is greater than 0, so I just call square, I take square of that, and solving for a set 1 and set 2. So I just call set1, and this is going to be minus b. I need a square parenthesis, so plus b plus the square of so we need just that, and then we dividing that by 2 times 2 times a. We need parentheses, or otherwise it give us error, wrong answer. So then we take for set2, so we say minus b minus a squared, and dividing that by 2 times a. So now if this value is positive, so we printing out for set1 and set2. If it's not, then we call else function. So I just say else. You probably don't need to call else, but you just you can solve it without else function, but I just call it. So b, and now again, so I just call creating a variable and saying if this value is negative, so this value I just say b for ac, and then I will multiplying this by -1 to get positive value, and then taking square of that, and the answer of the square, or the outcome of the square, so I will multiply by -1 to get get the result be minus, and then using that in complex. So if this is minus, so now I'm taking a square of that. So since just making a variable, so calling math.square, and now I will just say b for ac, and that's it. So if yeah, but here I need to say times -1 or multiply by -1, so we can get the correct result. So we say now I can just print out for my set1, and here I say minus b plus complex, and just saying 0 square, and dividing this by 2 times a. So, and now I can call for set2, solve for set2, and saying b minus complex, and minus complex is a function in Python, so and 0 comma a square, and dividing that by 2 times a. So now we are actually done with the code. We just need to print out the result. So now we can say print for set1 dot real, and printing out for set1 dot image, imaginary and real. So, and we just copying and pasting that for set2. We just changing the name to set2, setting the name to set2, and that's it. So now we are actually done. We just need to call our function to get to compile our code. So I just say main. So now I can say function. I just call my function here. So here is actually we are done. So we can just test our program. So if we just type in for a equal 1 the value, and b for 3 and c for 5, so we got this ugly value. So this is the value we got. This is the imaginary for set2, and this is the imaginary for set1, and this is the real value for set1 and set2. So we can actually we can just print out 3 digits after 3 digits. We don't need so many float numbers, so we can say something. We can print out we say the value for the set1 is, for example, we say no, it's pointing to, we say that if 0, and then we say dot 0 3, we can just print out 3 floating numbers. So you say f means float. So we formatting for dot, I think yeah, format, and just saying set1. And now we can actually do that for the doing that for the set2, and changing the name for set2. So now if we're printing out value for running compiling the code, so we can say 23 for A and 34 for B and 45 for C. And here you can see this is the real number, and minus 1.188J is the imaginary number for set1, and this is the real number. This is also the real number, and this is the imaginary number for set2. So we can test our program. If we go to symbol app, so we can run this. We can say something. All right, 76 and 34, 23 and 24 maybe. So we run here and compiling, checking if how the answer will be. So if you see, so the answer is this. So we can say our program to run again. We just clear the terminal and running our program. So we just say 24 for A. I think 56 it was for yeah, 56 and 23. 56 and 23. So if you see, we got just 2 answers. This is because of this, the answer or this value was positive, and this code executed. when the value is negative, so this code will execute. So we have this value and this value, so this is correct. If we go to we have 0 minus 0 0.532. so if we just remove this code and say we want to I think what yeah, we need to say first 20 minus 13, and then we dividing that by 12, and we say here we just say that we need to square root of 58, then we check that what we got. So what we got here is I think it's not the correct input. We need to say minus here instead of wait, why we got that? I think, oh yeah, we just miss we need to say here is positive plus 50. So if you see, we got this, and I think we oops yeah if we say minus and plus this one, we can just remove this one. So we say this, and if you see, so we have this minus 0.532, so we got actually the same result when we run that. So if you see here, so and the second for set 2 is also the correct value we got. So if you want to check for another, so we can say x we can just say 3x in power of 2, since it is a square quadratic equation, not we can say minus 38x plus 4 is equal to something. So we maybe we get complex number. That's correct. No, we didn't get complex number. So that's the we can just say this minus 4. I think we can, yeah, now we got the complex number. The I means this is complex, so we can replace I with something. If the I is if we have I in power of 2, that means we have 1. So if we just go to our program, 3 minus 4 4, so we just we can just clear our program. So we just say 3 minus 4, wait, I think I need to run our program. So 3 minus 4 minus 4, oh, 4. So if you see, so we have this value and this value. That's, if we go back, so we have this 2.2 divided by 3, so we have it's 0.7, I think, something like that. So if we go here, so it's almost 7. If we rounding, so we can get 0.7. So that's it what I have for now. So thank you for watching, and thank you for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, and have a good day. See you in the next video.